Hey guys, I just got back from a meeting. Just wanted to talk quickly on doing the opposite. For most of my life, I've done the opposite of what people have told me. I always wanted to prove other people wrong. By being able to prove other people wrong, I felt like I won some sort of competition. And that's how I led most of my life, thinking that every small decision I'd make was a competition against someone else. There was always the right way to do something, the easy way to do something, and then my way of doing something. Sometimes it was the easy way, sometimes it was a lot more difficult than it needed to be. I always thought that I could outsmart other people. I always thought that I was competing against other people. It was always a game to me, trying to outsmart other people. I tried really hard to make things difficult for myself. I remember being in grade school, being told not to procrastinate on assignments, and my first reaction is, well, why not? I'm going to procrastinate and do well because you told me I couldn't. If my peers and my teachers told me that homework was important, my first thought was to not do the homework and to somehow do well on exams, do well in the class in general by disregarding the rules. I always thought that I was better than other people. I always thought that the rules didn't apply to me. Sometimes it worked. Maybe some of the ways I went about things were a better way, but it always led to more stress than I really needed. I spent a lot of my time worrying, wondering how to do something more efficiently, more effectively, when the reality of the matter is that if I just followed the simple suggestions, I probably would have come out ahead of others. I probably would have had an easier time with an assignment, and I'd be able to move on to the next thing a lot quicker. And I think it really stemmed from pride. I have a really difficult time taking other people's suggestions, which is why this program really forced me to do the things I'm uncomfortable with, because the first thing I had to admit was that I'm powerless over alcohol and drugs. My way wasn't the right way. It was humbling to accept that, and to be honest, it's made things so much easier for me, being able to say that I don't know the way to go about something and having other people guide me through whatever I'm going through. With this new clothing line, I spend a lot of nights trying to outsmart the industry. There's other people out there who have found success and are willing to share a little bit of that knowledge. It's almost foolish of me to not take that into consideration. I don't know why my mind automatically thinks that I can outsmart people who have already succeeded at the tasks that I'm working on, but that's where my head goes. The program has taught me that it's okay to ask other people for help, and it's okay not to know the answer to everything. I find that most of the time, everything that I'm going through, someone has already gone through and has come out of it. Maybe if I just apply what they did, things might work out for me too. I thought I was different. I thought I was unique. After going to so many meetings and meeting so many different kinds of people, I find that I'm not alone in this. I also find that my problems aren't unique by any means. Certain things work for certain people, which I understand. Not everything is going to work for everyone. But if I try to apply what did work for someone else, I have the hope that it might work for me too. That takes a lot of stress off my back, trying to figure out a perfectly tailored solution to my own problems. And that's what I begin to practice nowadays, is running ideas by other people, specifically people who I think have experience, whether it's anxiety, whether it's dealing with family, dealing with people outside of the program who don't necessarily understand what I'm going through. Being able to control what I say and think before I act has really helped me stay clear of making poor decisions and putting myself in a situation where I no longer have control over the outcome. I feel like being able to take a step back and analyze problems has helped a lot in choosing the right decision. No longer am I procrastinating and missing opportunities just because I'm lazy. I find that I'm acting quicker, but also being able to weigh out my options in a much healthier way. When I deal with my problems immediately, they're really not that big. I find that problems generally compound. If I don't deal with them right away, they just get worse. They become almost unmanageable, and something that wasn't a big deal can turn into a big deal really quickly. Like my situation right now with leaving the recovery house in a couple weeks, the old me would put it off till tomorrow or maybe Monday, because Monday sounds like a great day to start something new. I was able to do some research last night, make a list of Oxford houses that might be a potential fit for me based on where I live, how far work is. It brought me a peace of mind knowing that I did everything I could to put myself in the right position going forward. And what happens, happens. It's not up to me whether or not they have an open bed for me. At least I know that I did everything I could to prepare myself for the best outcome. I urge you to try to be a little more proactive with your life, because I find that it makes things so much simpler. I complicate things way past what they need to be, and if I just deal with problems when they arise, I don't have pain that comes of not achieving or not being able to reach that bar, not being able to reach the level of success that I want for myself. If you have any experiences where planning ahead made things easier for you, or any situation that you might be dealing with at the time, I'd love to know about it. Other than that, today seems like a very calm day. Normally I'd be pretty stressed out not having a solution or a resolution to this living situation, but I did everything I could. It takes a lot of the weight off my back knowing that it's not really up to me anymore. I just need to have patience and accept what comes my way, because I did everything in my power to prepare for the best situation. Tomorrow morning, get up early again and hit the gym. After going to the gym, I felt really good today, and I want to continue feeling that way. I guess the big success for the day, being able to receive a compliment and be able to appreciate when someone else sees something good in you. I find myself downplaying a lot of the compliments I get and making things not seem as big a deal as they are. I have full faith that if I continue doing the right thing and I continue to put my effort into it, this might turn into something a lot bigger than I can even imagine. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Really, I just love to hear from you guys down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.